Thank you, Wolf. Would you tell me a little bit more about your career at Mercedes-Benz and how you got to know about NETSOL?
Well, I started at Mercedes in 1990, first in Germany. And then in 96, I wanted to move abroad, and the group gave me the opportunity to move to Taiwan to start a finance company. And ever since then, I have been in Asia till 2004, running the finance company in Taipei, and then moving to mainland China, starting a finance company there and working for them until 2018, when I retired for the first time. And then 2 years ago, I came back out of retirement, worked for Fortune Autumn Finance, also a finance company in China, and just retired again. And I think now I want to enjoy life.
Excellent.
And NETSOL, we started their relation in 1997.
Yeah.
We were looking for a service provider, an IT company that could fulfill some of our requirements. We wanted to install a workflow assistance program, and we needed a specialized product. And NETSOL was the one that could provide that or develop it with us, and that's how it started a long time ago.
Excellent. And were there any deciding factors in your selection of NETSOL, which at the time was a pretty small software house?
True, but we had a good impression. I had a very good impression when I met Salim for the first time. I think the contact in general came through our regional office, which at that time was located in Singapore. And our regional IT head knew Salim for a while, because I think when Salim had founded NETSOL, he was looking for customers and basically showed up at the door of our regional IT guy from time to time. And then when we had our need, I think this guy, Eugen Beckert was his name, and we decided, let's go for NETSOL. So Eugen called NETSOL, called Salim, and that's how it started.
Excellent. And with any relationship, there's good times, there's bad times. I know there were some tough times for NETSOL in 2002 after the stock crash occurred. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? I know Salim and NETSOL came to you for some help. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, I think those were really critical times for all of us, because 4 countries in Asia, Australia, Taiwan, Singapore, and Thailand, we had a joint project with Salim and NETSOL to develop a retail system and a wholesale system. And Salim or NETSOL was on dire straits after the crash. So we sat together in Singapore or in Bangkok and decided what to do.
Yeah.
And they had asked, because in order to deliver their system, they had a performance bond with us, quite substantial, and was asking whether we could release this. Now, after he made his pitch, which I think was difficult for him, it would have been difficult for me, it would have been my company. We basically closed the doors. He stepped out and we had our internal negotiation. And then we were discussing a couple of points. The first one is, a business relationship always is long-term. Now, same as in a marriage, in good times and in bad times. So you help each other. So we said, it's not only that Salim put in a lot of work, we as well.
Yeah.
4 countries put in a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of brain power to get the product going, because we were halfway, I think, at least. So to throw that away and say, let's start from scratch with somebody else, wasn't an option for us as well.
Yep.
So we then decided, how can we do this to get out of it, but still being somewhat prudent? So we decided to release the bond in steps, in 5 steps. That helped Salim to get along. It helped us to make sure that he delivers. And it worked out perfectly. The product was delivered, Salim recovered, NETSOL did well. And I think that's how you have to go forward with business. It's not only numbers. In the end, business is done by people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you guys have been working together for what, over 25 years at this point. Tell me a little bit more. Why have you continued to work with NETSOL?
Well, satisfied customers always come back. That's, again, what's important in business. We were satisfied with the product we got from them in the 4 countries. So when I moved to China, it was pretty clear what I wanted. I knew the system. I felt comfortable. I had a good relation with them. Price-wise, they are okay. So, of course, we took their systems, even though head office had different ideas. And it worked well for us. And then when NETSOL in the early teens was then looking to upgrade to Ascend, Mercedes also went with them. It was a difficult time. You had negotiations, you had discussions, you had problems to solve, fine, but you weather it. And at the basis of this relationship is really trust.
Yeah.
And I have a principle. If you want to be successful in business, I think you need what I would call a trip. You need trust. You need respect for the other party. That together brings inspiration. If you trust and respect somebody and they do the same with you, you inspire each other and nice things can happen. And the 4th part, it's vital, is passion. No passion, no business. And Salim fits this description to me perfectly. And that's why I decided, business-wise, I want to work with him and his company, but it's more beyond that. It's really, we became friends over the
personal relationship.
And we kept it.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.